So let us continue in our backend development course, and this is the 14th module in this course, right? So if you remember, in our last module, we had covered till rotating the refresh tokens, sorry, rotating the access tokens, right? So here is the entire playlist on YouTube. You can go ahead and browse that. Fine. So here, let us go ahead inside my auth service file. I'll be creating a function to log out the user. First of all, I will just create this login user function. Sorry, not login user, logout user service, which is async. Okay. I don't think I require async there. I don't require async. Just I need is the request parameter. Okay. And let me just do one thing that I will just write a simple JS doc here. Okay. So here what I will do is I'll just write here import express. Okay, dot request. Just to type annotate this request parameter and get a proper IntelliSense here. So here what I will write is I will write here const and cookies is equal to request dot cookies. Fine, request dot cookies, and here I'll write if not of cookies, and if I don't get this thing, refresh underscore token. Okay, then what do we do? We throw new API error, that is 4401. Okay, and tell that refresh token not set. Okay, a refresh token not set, a refresh token not set. Fine. And in the else part, what we will do is I will also accept another parameter. Now, so let me just write the response, and I will accept the response object right here. Okay. And what I will do is I'll write a rest dot clear cookie, and I will just name it. What is the name of the cookie? The name is refresh underscore token. Okay. So, right. So this is all about the service form. Okay. I'll just return true here and export it through this service. Okay, export it from the service, and I'll just remove this JS doc. This was for getting a better intelligence with JavaScript. And now inside controllers, I'll go inside auth controller file, and I'll just write a const logout user was equal to async handler. Okay, async handler, and I'll just write here for a second. Okay, so async handler, and I'll just write here async, and I will accept request, response, and next. Okay, request, response, and next. And then what I will do, I will just write here. What I will write here is const result is equal to await, not await. I don't need to await. So auth service dot logout user. So it's not a promise. So I don't need the await here, and I do need to pass the request and the response object to this service. Fine. And then I will just simply return a response that if it's okay. So I'll just return the response here, and it's 200. I don't need this access token result. So the data is null. Okay. And logged out successfully. Okay, logged out successfully, and just export this from the auth controller inside this export object. Okay, so I exported logout, and then inside auth route file, I have these imports, right? And I have to also import the logout. Sorry, not from the validator, just to write a router dot route, okay, router dot route, and I will just write a slash logout, and then I will write a dot post, okay, dot post, and here first of all I need this thing, that is check auth, okay, check auth, and what I need is this check auth, fine, and I need this auth controller dot logout user. Now you will say that if we are validating the refresh token, then why do we need this check auth? Okay, if we're just validating the refresh token, why do we need this check auth? Because we are just written the thing that is, if refresh token is present, then delete that. Okay, if refresh token is present, delete that. But we don't validate whether this refresh token is valid or not. If someone passes a valid auth token, then the refresh token will be removed from the cookie and the user will no longer be able to rotate the tokens. Okay. So right here I'm passing this auth. I have written this route here to log out the user, and then let us just bring this down for a better readability. Fine. We can also put a check auth on this refresh route if you want to. You can put a check auth. Okay, I think it's a better idea to put the check auth because anyone can pass. Okay, anyone can pass a token that is invalid refresh token. We should have validated that one. Okay, so better if I just put a check auth right there. Okay, so I just put the check auth to the refresh token as well, so that we uh, check if the user passes the token or not. Okay, say this. Okay, fine. Let us go to our postman, and yeah, there are a couple of logical issues in this entire backend that we'll be fixing out. Okay, right here, what I will do, I will go ahead inside my SecureX URL and inside authentication, I will create a new request that is a post request. Okay, so let us create a new request that is logout user, and I will make a post request to this auth API based one. And authorization, I will go for a bearer token. Okay, and I don't need this actually. So inside this bearer token, I have this bearer token. Why? Because inside checkout, if you remember, we are checking that it starts with bearer or not. Okay. So let us just go ahead and rotate the tokens if they are present, still present. Okay. So I'll send. Okay. So I forgot to start the server. npm run dev. Okay, npm run dev, and yeah, right here it started the server. Let's send the request, and I got unauthorized access. Why? Unauthorized access. Why is this? Reason unauthorized access. Isn't the token present? Oh, actually, here we have to pass a basic bearer token to authorize the user. So let us just click on this login again to set the tokens. Okay, so to get the access token. So I'll copy this and paste it inside this token path, and it's suggesting me to set it as a variable. I don't need that right now. So I'll save this, send it, and it still raises this authorized access issue. What's the problem? So let us see what's the problem here. Refresh token, unauthorized access. If it's not present, let me just comment out this. Let me just comment out this and send it. Let us wait. Send it, and yeah, so it's still raising unauthorized access. Let us check. What's the issue? Authorization, bearers, splitted. Let me check what's the issue. Is there an issue? So let me check what headers I'm looking. Console.log headers, and you shouldn't be doing this thing inside your backend in production. Let me send it again, and inside this we are getting this authorization, which is a bearer token, and we are getting this. Wait a second, let me see. Oh, so actually here we are getting this thing that is this double port. So I think that's the main issue. But in that case, it should be raising this error that is invalid or expired token. So if I just type here small a, do I need this? Let me check if I am facing problems with that. Let me send it again. And invalid or expired token. That's interesting because I shouldn't be getting this thing. Log access token. What's the issue then? What's the issue then? Let me see. Let me send it again and let me see. Oh, oh, jeez. Here actually, after splitting, we had to do this with zero because we have to get not zero actually, one. Okay. Why we had to do this? Because here uh, we have to get this token, this one. So it's present at zero and then one. The token is at index one. So this was a major issue in the check auth middleware, which I debugged just now. And if I resend it, I think refresh token is not defined. Where is the error coming from? Refresh token is not defined. Mm, I'm rotating the token, right? So let us check inside refresh token. What's the issue here? A refresh token is not defined. Where is the issue coming from? Let us check again. Refresh token is not defined. Auth controller and oh here actually we are passing the refresh token to refresh the access token. Okay, so yeah, so let us just provide the refresh token to refresh the access token. And actually we also don't require this check auth because we are validating the refresh token inside this refresh access token. So we had come for the logout part, but we are debugging the issues. So I have to send the request again. So let us send the request and yeah, so we are getting the access token right here. So let me copy that and paste it here. Okay, paste it here and probably we should put a logout request to the logout endpoint and then send try sending logged out successfully. You can see inside cookies, we no longer have that cookie. Okay, we no longer have that cookie. Now, actually, what I want is I should also be verifying the refresh token. Should I? So let us just also verify the refresh token. So let me just write here that first refresh token is equal to this. Okay, and refresh token is equal to this. And here I will say that if not of refresh token, then raise this error that is refresh token not set, or else what I will do is uh, I will try this. Okay, I'll just try to decode the refresh token. I'll just try to decode the refresh token, and if it's decoded successfully, then it should clear the cookie, or else let us just throw the error. Okay, so I'll just throw the error. Okay, and I will not log the errors anymore. I'll not log the errors anymore in my console, and also I'll remove any console log inside the middle one. Okay, so save this, and after saving this, if I'll send a request, it will raise one unauthorized error. You will see if I'll send the request, refresh token not set. Okay, refresh token not set, and actually we are checking for the check auth, right? We are going for the check auth. Actually, what's happening is that this token is still valid. Okay, this token is still valid till user sends it to the backend. This token is still valid. Now you can see that we are getting that refresh token is not set. Now this is a great validation because even if the token is still valid, you cannot get or log out the user because the refresh token is not set, and we cannot even remove that if the refresh token is not set. So let us just go ahead and try to send request to the refresh access token. And if I'll send this, you can see we are getting this unauthorized access due to the refresh token service. Right. So let me just log in again and try to log out, send, and yeah. So if I'll try to log out here, if I'll try to log out, I have to actually copy this and paste this here, and yeah, logged out successfully. Now, one thing is that is not ideal is the once the user logs out or the refresh token is the access token is rotated, we must blacklist the access tokens from getting used in our API endpoints. Okay, so that's a little bit advanced thing that we should blacklist upon refreshing or rotating access token and logout. Okay, we must blacklist these tokens from using it further. Fine. Yeah. So actually, we don't need this decoded variable because we just try to verify the refresh token. Now, if this fails, it will just fall back to this error. Fine. Now, fine. So we have completed this video. It was rather more debugging than writing the actual logout code. So here are the files which are mainly more changes. Okay. So we had to fix this thing. We had to also write this thing right here, that is the logout service. Removing this console error. Let me also check if we have any more console logs for the errors. Or do you have any console logs or the errors? I don't think we have any console logs yet. Okay. Fine. So let us just push it and let me just write it here. That is module 14. Okay, module 14. Logout user flow. Okay, logout user flow and commit 4 files to development. Push origin. Okay, push origin. Now, after pushing origin, our main part for this thing, that is the authentication, is completed. So what we can do is we can go ahead to my account. Let me just wait a second. So let us just go inside this Express, this backend dev repository, and here you will see that we have this thing that is development had pushes 29 seconds away. So what I will do is I'll click on this compare and pull request. Let us just review our development branch. Okay, so model 14 logout user flow. And let us just go ahead and click on this compare and pull request. So if I click on this, you will see that it will be comparing the current selected branch, which is compared under compare, to the base branch, which is the default branch. It will be selected by default. If you have multiple branches, you can change the base branch selection. Fine. And here is the title. So what we can write here, the title is features, we can say authentication, authentication. So let us just write here implemented. Okay, implemented authentication. Now here it's a title. You can just go ahead with some better title, and you can see that we have a lot of changes here. let us create a pull request. Now, after creating a pull request, you will see that we will have CodeRabbit reviewing our changes. Okay, so let us wait for this to get reported. So here you can see that CodeRabbit reviewed our code base and suggested some fixes. First of all, for this node banner config, improve validation for to prevent NAN port failure. So yeah, so that's a very good thing. So proposed fix, what is the proposed fix? Right here, you can see it is suggesting me to write this line inside the node mailer config. So yeah, let us go inside our web storm, and here I am inside my this file. Okay, here where is the file? Let me see inside lib. I think no, inside config. Yeah. So nodemailer.config.js under this port. Wherever we are checking this, now we'll check that if it's NAN. Okay. Fine. Now, if it's NAN, we can just write here node mirror missing params, or we can say invalid params. Okay, invalid params and commutable suggestion. Fine. Then we have another minor thing that node clear cookie should mirror the set cookie options. So calls the clear cookie with no options. With login set the with okay, so it's suggesting me to add some attributes to this. Okay, so notably path or secure or same side. Okay, so some browsers won't clear a cookie. So let us just go inside the auth service, right? Inside auth service, let us provide a secure thing. Okay, so let us provide an option that is secure and node underscore env triple equals to what it should be production. Okay, so let us just provide this option that if it's production, that means we have an HTTPS server. Now it will be secure. Secure means what? I have already told you that secure means the key will be only transferred over HTTPS protocol. Marks the cookie to be used with HTTPS only. If it's only in production, then we have a major issue. What is the major issue? Consider increasing verification code entropy. Crypto generates a 6 hex characters, 24 bits, code remains valid for 3 hours, and auth verify only checks expiry plus match. There is no attempt to counter or lockout for it, and no rate limiting in SRC materialize. This makes brute forcing materially easier. Okay, so I know that anyone can just attempt a number of login attempts to our backend. So we have to implement rate limiting. So we'll be seeing this issue later on. Okay. Then I have another major issue that is the catch logs but doesn't throw up. So send main results to undefined or failure. Downstream register a recent code, rely on a throw error to produce a 500. So a failed send is silently treated as a success on the user is told the code was sent rethrow so callers can react. So suggested fix. Okay, so we have to also throw the error. So let us see where is the issue. So I think it's inside mail.js. Yeah. So inside mail.js, instead of logging it, I will not log anything on the server. So to just write here throw error that is failed to send the okay. So also let us just log error first, then the error through the error, because yeah, it's already it's very right, because if you only log the error and don't throw any error from the mail configuration, the send mail function, what will happen is the client will falsely get that the code has been sent and they will be searching for that inside the email. We have another major issue that is don't log request handlers or token. Uh, where did I log? Oh, I think I removed that. So let us check inside middleware, inside checkbot. I think I had removed. Oh no, I have not removed this headers log. Let us just remove that. We have removed, and yeah, so it tells me write the full authorization header, that is bearer access token into application logs, leaking a credential and other sensitive headers. So remove this debug log and the uh, on line number 20. What would be better is we should just log the errors inside development only, not in production or inside server. Okay, wherever we are developing the server. And for hidden conversations, let us see what are those. So potential issue, that is minor fragile bearer parser. Okay, so split yields undefined when the header lacks. So proposed fix, what is the proposed fix? Is scheme comma access token. Oh, so yeah, so it's a very better fix, I think. So let us just copy this inside checkout. Let us paste it right here. Okay, so let me just remove this plus from here. Just remove this plus and scheme not equals to bearer. So, and if we're not getting the access token also, then just raise this 401 error, that is unauthorized access. Then what is the major issue here? 401 not 500 for invalid or expired tokens. Fine. So where it's inside check auth. Okay, so inside this we have to send 401 instead of 500 for invalid or expired tokens. Then another major issue, let us access the issues only. Fine. Params is currently validated from request body. It should come from request params. Where is set? Inside validate middleware. Params. Oh, shit. So it should be params actually. Okay. So if you're passing any params to the URL, it should be validated from params, not body. So it's a real major issue. Then we have params is validated against. I think those two are same. Okay. Fixed out schema, switch to schema.parse async. Switch to schema.parse async. I think it's suggesting me to do something like this. I'll just write here the schema dot parse async. Okay, it's suggesting me to do something like this. Okay, schema dot parse async. So proposed fix, what is the proposed fix? You can see that instead of this parse async comma schema, we should write here schema dot parse async. Okay, so that's the proposed fix. So I have just made the proposed fix. Then major issue, yeah, we have resolved this. Then auth service, what is the major issue? Block unverified users from logging in. Okay, so it's telling me to block unverified users to log in. Okay, yeah. So I don't think I require this, but yeah, so it's a good fix for me. But I'll be blocking unverified users from performing any further actions. Let them log in. Okay, let them log in. So here, inside our service, another major issue, login username fails for usernames without a digit. So username provides at least one letter and identifier like John won't match, so it fails. And else is by email, so returning user not found. Email regex is declared but never used. So let us see what is the proposed fix. So inside auth service, it's suggesting me, let us see what it's suggesting me to do. So username regex, so it's suggesting me to do these things. So what I will do is I will just copy and just copy this, and inside the login user, I think I am just writing this inside the login. Where is the login info service? Login service. I want to search for the login service. Yeah, so login user. And here email regex is not used. Okay, so let me just paste that. And I'll just remove the plus. So just let me correct the indentations. Okay, tab. Yeah. So save this, and yeah, so I have fixed this. And another major issue, handle missing user and user 401. Okay, so refresh access token. So inside all service, so propose fix. Yeah, so this is a really a major issue that we are not yet validating for a user not found while we are refreshing the access token. So if we are not finding out the user, what should I do? So here I will just paste this, okay, and show me why it showed me this throw of exception pop lookup. So then we need to, is it inside the also here? So another thing that it should be 401, not 500. Uh, then this minor issue that is used for Cinnamon, I think we resolved all the issues that were applicable. We still have one issue that is non-empty after email is unreachable. Return through format check first and the chain non-empty. Message can never be produced. This to get the required message, put the presence. Let me see what is the suggested change. So okay, so it's telling me to suggest it something like this. Let us go to inside validators, we have schemas or schema validator. And yeah, so inside this, we need to do something like this. It's a z dot string, it's not empty, and then use the dot pipe to validate it as an email. Okay, so yeah, so shift tab, okay. Fine. And yeah, I think we resolved all the issues. So let us close all tabs and let me go to GitHub desktop and uh, implement fixes suggested by O Rabbit. Okay. Huh. Commit 6 files to development. I think it was the longest video. We had come for the Logout part, but yeah, we ended up debugging the entire thing. So let us check if I reload this. Yeah, so here you will see that some of the things that it showed us will be invalidated. Yeah. So let me close all of this thing and it will surely show us an outdated message. Okay. It will show outdated because we just resolved all these things. Okay. There are a lot of issues, I think. There are a lot of issues. So we just ended up fixing everything like a visual application. Yeah. So some checks haven't completed yet. And I think we should have also not ignored that login part. Okay. So here inside login, we should also block unverified users. So that is not a big issue right now. We may fix that. It will still erase the error with the login user. So let us wait till it verifies. So yeah, there is still some flags right here that you can fix on your own, but let us just merge the pull first. Now confirm merge. Now, if you remember, we had deployed this backend to render. Okay, if you remember that. If you remember, we had deployed this backend to render, but it will now raise errors. The production will raise errors because we have not yet set the environment variables in our. Okay, so let me just configure Google. Yeah. So right here you will see that we have the SecureX CWL server and it's deployed, but it will fail eventually because we have not yet configured the environment variables. Let us go to environment. I think inside this, yeah. So I have to configure this variables. So let me just configure it and come back. So yeah, I have configured a lot, but still some things are remaining. That is the SMTP configuration. Now we will be dealing with this later on. Okay, we'll be configuring Gmail. We'll see how to do that at the end of the course. Okay, so right here, I believe I should save, build, and redeploy this thing. So if I'll see the events, now it has started redeploying. Now what's the issue right here? Let us check. Wait a second. Let us check the logs. Okay, no familiar missing params or invalid params. So we had not made the changes, so it raises raise the. Okay, so let us wait. Now, yeah, so here you will see that it has deployed uh, live for this. Okay, and let us check for the postman. Okay, what I will do is I will go here, copy this, and inside my login user, I will paste this. Okay, I will be pasting this inside the variable. Okay, let me just temporarily change this to this URL. Okay, so SecureX, this one, and the login point. Okay, slash API slash v1 slash auth. I think this was the endpoint in our backend. Okay, so let us check inside my service server.js. Yeah, so this was the endpoint. So let us send a request and try sending the request. Fine. And yeah, so right here you can see that it has set the body and the cookies. Now, why the cookies? Another one is missing because that is a different domain. You can see it's a different domain on SecureX. And if I refresh this, I think I can find the token right here. So let us check if we find the token. Control R and inside application and inside cookies. No, I don't find the refresh token because it is set inside Postman, not inside the browser. So we are not able to find the token inside browser. Fine. So yeah, but this is working. Our deployment is working successfully. Right. So it was the end of a great module, that is the authentication module. And let us proceed to the profile module.